On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education, self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Ken.
Knowledge, perception, understanding, or range of sight. Verb, to be aware of or know.
Examples:
Within my ken. Ken of the person. He had a good ken of the city and could easily find his way around.
Dissatisfy.
To fail to satisfy someone.
Examples:
Dissatisfy the users with bugs. Dissatisfy people with service. The company's results dissatisfy everyone.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Brokerage.
The business of buying and selling goods or services on behalf of others, often for a commission or fee. The activity of acting as an intermediary or agent in negotiations or deals between two parties.
Examples:
Mortgage brokerage. International brokerage. I need to contact a brokerage firm to help me invest my money.
Profitable.
Making or likely to make material gain or profit.
Examples:
A profitable job. Profitable trade. The Prohibition Amendment made bootlegging profitable.
Procedure.
A way of doing something, especially the official or well-known way.
Examples:
Undergo a surgical procedure. Standard procedure. The pilot and flight attendant ran through the checkout procedure.
Script.
A written text of a film, play, broadcast, or speech, something written by hand.
Examples:
A hand script. The script of a play. The archaeologist found a hieratic Egyptian script on a stone monument.
Welfare.
The general health, happiness, and prosperous of a person or group.
Examples:
child welfare, a welfare state. She struggled for years to survive without welfare.
Educated.
Having received a high standard of education.
Examples:
Educated adult, educated speech. Excellent speech is a characteristic of an educated man.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Mandatory.
Required by a rule or law, compulsory.
Examples:
A mandatory clause. Mandatory training. Attendance at the meeting is mandatory for all employees.
Impose.
To officially force a new law, tax, duty, etc. to be obeyed or received.
Examples:
Impose harsher sanctions. Impose tariffs. The problem with achievement tests is the narrowness they impose on students.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
Fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Indifferent.
Having no strong feeling or preference, neutral.
Examples:
Indifferent attitude. An indifferent glance. The doctor remained indifferent to the patient's pleas for a second opinion.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Incentive.
Something, such as a punishment, reward, etc., that encourages a person to do something.
Examples:
Financial incentives. An incentive to work hard. They have no incentive to win the game.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Bonus.
An extra amount of money that is added to payment as a present or reward for good work.
Examples:
Bonus appraisal. Annual bonus. The committee abolished the controversial bonus system.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples:
The stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Agency.
An organization or business that is responsible for specific activities or services, especially when representing other organizations or businesses. The capacity or power to act or exert influence, the ability to make decisions and take action.
Examples:
Real estate agency, intelligence agency. The government agency regulated the country's food and drug safety standards.
Temporarily.
For a limited time only or not permanently.
Examples:
A hut made temporarily. Temporarily suspend the production. Some athletes take anabolic steroids to increase muscle size temporarily.
Backdoor.
A term used to describe an unauthorized or concealed means of accessing a computer system or network, typically through a loophole or vulnerability in the system.
Examples:
Backdoor access. Backdoor software. The public was outraged to discover that the company had made a backdoor deal with the government to avoid taxes.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Profit.
Money that is earned in business or by selling things after deducting the costs involved.
Examples:
Gross profit. Make a profit. This business yields little profit.
Cliff.
A steep rock face, especially one at the edge of the sea or a river.
Examples:
A bold cliff. Cliff diving. He stood at the edge of the cliff and looked out to sea.
Reign.
The period of time during which a monarch or government holds power. Verb, to be the king or queen.
Examples:
Reign of a dictator. Reign as sovereign. The dictator's reign was characterized by widespread human rights abuses and suppression of political opposition.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Enforce.
To make sure that people obey a particular law, rule, or situation.
Examples:
Enforce the law. Enforce a contract. Governments make rules, and police enforce them.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Naive.
Showing unaffected simplicity and lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment.
Examples:
Naive belief. Naive mistake. The con artist's lies quickly took in the naive young man.
Marvel.
Someone something that causes feelings of wonder or surprise.
Examples:
A marvel of beauty. Technical marvel. The space shuttle is a modern engineering marvel.
Desperately.
In a way that shows a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation, with great urgency.
Examples:
Desperately anxious. Desperately ill patient. The baby clung desperately to her mother.
Virtue.
High moral standards in behavior or attitudes.
Examples:
Virtue of frugality. Acquire a virtue. She had many good virtues and few faults.
Practical.
Of or connected with actual use or real situation rather than with theory and ideas.
Examples:
Practical English. Gain practical experience. Her concept is highly practical and helpful.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Craftsman.
A skilled worker who creates handmade objects, especially one who works with wood, metal, or other materials.
Examples:
Craftsman skill. A subtle craftsman. The adept craftsman carefully carved the wooden figurine with precision and skill.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Improvise.
To create or perform something on the spot, without preparation or planning, to use what one has available to do or create something.
Examples:
Improvise a joke. Improvise an escape plan. We had to improvise a tent using a tarp and sticks since we didn't have a proper one.
Novel.
An extended fictional work in prose, usually in the form of a story. Adjective, original and of a kind not seen before.
Examples:
Historical novel. Novel effect. The novel has largely gotten positive feedback.
Anticipate.
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
Anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Stonemason.
A person who works with stone, particularly in the construction and crafting of stone structures, such as buildings, walls, or statues.
Examples:
Skilled stonemason. Apprentice stonemason. The talented stonemason carved intricate designs into the cathedral's facade.
Isle.
A small island, especially one in the sea.
Examples:
Isle of Paradise. Tiny isle. I love to spend my vacations on a beautiful isle with pristine beaches.
Column.
One of the vertical blocks that split content on a page or screen from top to bottom, an upright pillar that often supports an arch, entablature, or other structure or stands alone as a monument.
Examples:
The spinal column. A column of water. The newspaper devoted several columns to the affair.
Fashion.
A style that is popular at a particular time or place, the state of being popular.
Examples:
Go out of fashion. New fashion trends. That style is no longer in fashion.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources, such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
Tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Flexible.
Able to change or be changed to suit new conditions or situations, able to bend easily.
Examples:
Flexible schedules. A flexible wire. You can be more flexible and creative in your approach.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something. To be grateful for something or someone.
Examples.
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Flexibility.
The quality of changing or being changed easily according to new conditions or situations.
Examples.
Mental flexibility. The flexibility of the body. We dealt with those problems with speed and flexibility.
Encompass.
To surround or cover something completely, to include a large number of or different types of things entirely.
Examples.
Encompass a broad range. Encompass the enemy. The optimal solution that would encompass all these elements has yet to be proposed.
Jazz.
A type of music that originated in the African American community in the United States and that is characterized by improvisation, syncopated rhythms, and a strong emphasis on self-expression.
Examples.
Jazz club. A school jazz band. He listened to jazz music to relax after a long day at work.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples.
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples.
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Exception.
Something that is not included in a general rule or pattern, a person or thing that is excluded or stands apart from others.
Examples.
Make an exception. Without exception. She was the exception to the rule, as she managed to graduate college in only 2 years.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples.
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Interaction.
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples.
The interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples.
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Ruthless.
Lacking in pity or compassion, willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals, regardless of the consequences for others.
Examples:
Show ruthless behavior. Ruthless brutality. The dictator was known for his ruthless tactics and had no qualms about using violence to maintain power.
Manipulate.
To influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples:
Manipulate figures. Vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Comprise.
To include or consist of something, the act of making up or forming something.
Examples:
Comprise a large percentage. Comprise the recent past. The team comprises players from different countries.
Wage.
A particular amount of money that somebody earns, usually every week or every month, for work or services.
Examples:
Unpaid wages. Increase in the minimum wage. His wages continued to rise as his skills improved.
Parochial.
Related to or characteristic of a small or narrow-minded community, often referring to a geographic location or mindset, having limited or narrow knowledge or experience of the world outside one's immediate surroundings.
Examples:
Parochial views. Parochial community. The parochial attitude of the small town made it difficult for outsiders to feel welcome.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
A panic reaction. Panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Cab.
A taxi or other vehicle that can be hired for transportation, the compartment from which a vehicle, such as a train or truck, is driven.
Examples:
Taxi cab. Yellow cab. I hailed a cab to take me to the airport.
Gunpoint.
The point of a gun used as a threat or in an armed robbery.
Examples:
Held at gunpoint. Gunpoint robbery. The robbers demanded money from the store clerk at gunpoint.
Toy.
A thing, typically a small model or replica of something that is played with, especially by children.
Examples:
Toy store. Toy box. He gave his daughter a new toy for her birthday.
Convict.
To prove or declare someone to be guilty of a crime. Noun, a person serving a sentence in a jail or prison.
Examples:
Convict him of manslaughter. Convict in a jail. He was convicted on fraud charges and sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Guideline:
A general rule or principle that provides guidance to appropriate behavior. A piece of advice or instructions that tell you how something should be done or what something should be.
Examples:
An education guideline. Guideline for clinical trial. This book will be a practical guideline when coding.
Committed:
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Responsible:
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Desperate:
Feeling or showing a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation.
Examples:
Her desperate screams. Desperate attempt. He was desperate when he lost all his money by gambling.
Circumstance:
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Wreck:
A ship that has sunk or has been destroyed, a vehicle that has been badly damaged in an accident.
Examples:
The house was a wreck. A worthless wreck. The divers accidentally discovered a wreck on the ocean floor.
Release:
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Jail:
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
County jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Restitution:
The act of restoring something that has been lost or stolen to its rightful owner, compensation or reimbursement for loss or damage suffered by someone.
Examples:
Restitution of stolen goods. Restitution for damages. The judge ordered the defendant to pay full restitution to the victims of the crime.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples:
Yearn for the decent living. A decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Prosecutor.
A lawyer or official who conducts legal proceedings against someone accused of a crime, a person who brings a criminal case to court on behalf of the state or government.
Examples:
A public prosecutor. Deputy prosecutor. The prosecutor's opening statement set the tone for the entire trial.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Appeal.
A serious, earnest, or urgent request for money, information, or help, a quality that makes somebody or something attractive or interest.
Examples:
Draw out your appeal. An appeal for help. He needed to resolve the problem as soon as possible, so he made an appeal directly.
Robbery.
The taking of property or money from a person, business, or institution by force, threat, or intimidation, a crime that involves theft or stealing.
Examples:
Armed robbery. Petty robbery. The convenience store was the scene of a robbery last night.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Bench.
A long, flat surface, often elevated and supported by legs, used for sitting, working, or displaying objects, persons who administer justice.
Examples:
Bench conference. Bench board. I sat on the bench in the park and enjoyed the beautiful scenery.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Subversion.
The act or process of undermining, overthrowing, or sabotaging a system or government, often through covert or manipulative means. The effort to weaken or destroy established authority or social norms.
Examples:
Subversion tactics. Political subversion. The rebel group's subversion of the government was successful.
Consultant.
A person who provides professional or expert advice.
Examples:
Consultant firm. Chief consultant. We hired a management consultant to help us improve our business strategy.
Boost.
To improve, raise, or increase something.
Examples:
Boost the economy. Boost flexibility. The new service helped boost net income by 10%.
Elite.
Belonging to the wealthiest, most potent, best educated, or best trained group in a society.
Examples:
Earn elite status. Elite athlete. Very few educational elites go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Percentage.
The number, amount, or rate of something, which is usually the amount per 100.
Examples:
The percentage of the gold content. A high percentage. What is the percentage of the consumption tax in the United States?
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Milestone.
An important event or stage in the development or progress of something. A stone by the side of a road to show distances.
Examples:
Key milestone. Milestone event. Reaching the milestone of 1,000 subscribers on her SNS channel was a major achievement for her.
District.
A part of a country or town, especially one with particular features.
Examples:
School districts. Urban districts. Since 2001, the district has provided training programs for automotive technicians.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Intervention.
The action or process of being done to improve or help a circumstance, often they have not been asked to do so.
Examples.
Intervention by foreign powers. Surgical intervention. This intervention does not require the patient's consent.
Despair.
The feeling that there is no hope and you cannot do anything to improve a difficult situation.
Examples.
Despair at the future. Untold despair. His friend's death drove him to despair.
Cheer.
To give a loud shout to show support, praise, or approval.
Examples.
Cheer for the home team. Cheer me up. Supporters in the stands cheered at every goal.
Nod.
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples.
Nod at each other. Nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
Approvingly.
In a manner indicating agreement or satisfaction, with an affirmative or positive attitude or response.
Examples.
Respond approvingly. Smile approvingly. He nodded approvingly at his friend's impressive performance on stage.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples.
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Dishearten.
To cause someone to lose hope, confidence, or enthusiasm, to discourage or demoralize.
Examples.
Dishearten employees. Dishearten the hopeful job applicant. The team's loss in the semifinals did not dishearten their determination to return stronger next season.
Practitioner.
A person who works in a profession or occupation, such as a doctor, lawyer, or teacher.
Examples.
Practitioner of Buddhism. Practitioner of law. She is a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine.
Addict.
A person who cannot stop using or doing something as a habit, especially something harmful.
Examples.
A drug addict. Internet addict. We have become TV addicts due to video streaming services.
Striking.
Interesting and distinctive enough to draw notice, exceedingly appealing, frequently in an odd manner.
Examples.
Striking innovation. Striking evidence. The two plays have a number of striking parallels.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Incentivize.
To make someone want to do in a particular way by offering them a reward.
Examples:
Incentivize carpooling. Incentivize the right behavior. Governments incentivize their citizens to buy eco-friendly products through subsidies.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Preparation.
The activity of getting ready for something or making something ready.
Examples:
A preparation program. The preparation of meals. He helped me with the preparation of this book.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Policymaker.
A person in charge of or involved in developing action plans for a political party, business, etc.
Examples:
Education policymaker. Regional policymaker. Policymakers struggle to develop various laws and regulations to address international trade conflicts.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Canny.
Shrewd, astute, and clever in practical matters, showing good judgment and resourcefulness, especially in financial or business situations.
Examples:
Canny negotiation skills. Canny decision. The canny investor always knows when to buy and sell stocks for maximum profit.
Outlaw.
To make something illegal. Noun, a person who has committed a crime or has been legally convicted of a crime.
Examples:
Outlaw racial discrimination. Outlaw cloning of human cells. Some communities began to outlaw alcohol consumption.
Subvert.
To undermine, overthrow, or weaken the established order, system, or authority. To bring about fundamental change or revolution from within.
Examples:
Subvert power. Subvert expectations. The rebels could subvert the government's plans by leaking classified information.
Squirrel.
A small to medium-sized rodent with a bushy tail, found in almost every part of the world.
Examples:
Agile squirrel. Gray squirrel. The squirrels in the park were very friendly and came right up to us looking for food.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. A character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Admire.
To have regard for or respect for someone's qualities or the actions they have performed.
Examples:
Admire the subtlety of the distinctions. Admire kids with attitude. We all admire him because he is a nobleman.
Sustain.
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples:
Sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Grind.
To reduce something to small particles or powder by crushing or rubbing it. To work hard over a long period of time.
Examples:
Grind away at my work. Grind your teeth. She had to grind the coffee beans before making a fresh cup.
Indefinite.
Without any fixed or defined limit, vague or unclear, lasting for an unknown or unspecified period of time.
Examples:
Indefinite period. Indefinite number. The company's financial troubles have resulted in an indefinite hiring freeze.
Dodge.
To move quickly and suddenly to avoid something, to evade or sidestep.
Examples:
Dodge a blow. Dodge a question. She had to dodge the oncoming traffic to cross the busy street safely.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Vet.
Also a veterinarian, a person who has a medical degree trained to examine and take care of the health of animals.
Examples:
Vet clinic. Vet checkup. We had to take our dog to the vet because she was not feeling well.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
Without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Discharge.
To release or let go of something or someone. To dismiss or terminate an employee or member of an organization. To emit or give off a substance or energy.
Examples:
Discharge water. Discharge a contract. The hospital will discharge the patient as soon as their condition stabilizes.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship. To undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Recurrent.
Occurring again, repeatedly, or frequently, returning.
Examples:
Recurrent problem. Recurrent miscarriage. The patient has been experiencing recurrent headaches for weeks.
Nightmare.
A very frightening or unpleasant dream.
Examples:
Have a nightmare. Nightmare situation. Life as a waiter was a big nightmare for him.
Marijuana.
A psychoactive drug derived from the cannabis plant, used for medicinal or recreational purposes. A drug that is illegal in some countries and states, but legal in others for specific purposes.
Examples:
Recreational marijuana. Medical marijuana. Studies have shown that long-term use of marijuana can have adverse effects on cognitive abilities.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Bust.
To break something, noun, a woman's chest, or the measurement around a woman's chest. Noun, an occasion for something excessive, such as work, eating, drinking, etc.
Examples:
Bust my leg. The bust of the statue. I'm bust with preparation for tomorrow's meeting.
Sweep.
To clean something, especially a floor or an area, by using a broom, move swiftly and smoothly.
Examples:
Sweep up dead leaves. Sweep a room with a glance. The politician tried to sweep the embarrassing incident under the rug.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Felon.
A person convicted of a serious crime, an offender of the most serious kind.
Examples:
Serial felon. Convicted felon. The robbery was committed by a notorious felon, previously convicted of armed robbery.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Veteran.
A person who has had long experience in a particular area or activity.
Examples:
A 20-year veteran in the industry. Veteran teacher. The veteran soldiers have the role of teaching recruits the stringencies of training.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Offend.
To cause someone to feel upset, angry, or annoyed.
Examples:
Offend his sensibilities. Offend a customer. His rude comments offended many people at the party.
Revolve.
To rotate around a central point.
Examples:
Revolve at high speed. Revolve around a central axis. The Earth revolves around the Sun in an elliptical orbit.
Criminal.
A person who has committed a crime.
Examples:
Wanted criminal. Criminal investigation. The police are searching for the criminal who stole the jewels.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Rehabilitate.
To restore to good health or physical condition, to help someone return to a normal life, especially after a period of illness, addiction, or imprisonment.
Examples:
Rehabilitate prisoners. Rehabilitate wildlife. The organization works to rehabilitate drug addicts and help them rebuild their lives.
Joint.
Shared, held, or made between two or more people. Noun, the point of connection between two bones or elements of a skeleton.
Examples:
A joint venture. The bone of a joint. After the summit meeting, the prime ministers issued a joint statement.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Hump.
A rounded lump or bump, especially on an animal's back.
Examples:
Get the hump. Spinal hump. The camel's hump is where it stores fat to survive in the desert.
Glom.
To take or accumulate something without permission or right, to attach oneself or to become attached to something or someone, often used with onto.
Examples:
Glom onto popular causes. Glom onto a new theory. He tried to glom onto the conversation and pretend he knew what we were discussing.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Finance.
The management of money, credit, banking, and investments, especially by a government or commercial organization, the branch of economics that studies the management of money and other assets.
Examples:
Finance Act. Manage my finances. Our company decided to hire an advisor who specializes in finance.
Rebuild.
To build again or anew.
Examples:
Rebuild a company. Rebuild communities. They are planning to rebuild the house after the fire.
Recipient.
A person who receives something.
Examples:
A recipient of a Nobel Prize. A recipient of a lung transplant. When performing an organ transplant, it is necessary to test for compatibility between the donor and recipient.
Default.
To fail to fulfill an obligation or pay a debt when it is due, to fail to meet expectations or perform as required, to choose or accept a predetermined option or condition without making a deliberate selection or choice. Noun, the preset or automatic settings that a system or program uses when the user has selected no other options.
Examples:
Default settings. Default on the mortgage. If you don't specify a different option, the computer will default to its original settings.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Ethical.
Of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples:
An ethical doctrine. Shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Erosion.
The wearing away of rock, soil, or land by natural processes such as wind or water.
Examples:
Erosion control. Wind erosion. The erosion of the coastline has accelerated due to rising sea levels.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Mentor.
A person who helps and advises a younger or less experienced person over time, usually at work or school.
Examples:
Mentor for life. Fashion mentor. As a mentor, he helped me realize my career.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Profession.
An occupation or vocation requiring advanced education or specialized training.
Examples:
Profession choice. Healthcare profession. Being a doctor is considered a highly respected profession.
Telos.
A philosophical term derived from ancient Greek, referring to the ultimate purpose, goal, or objective of something, the intrinsic or inherent meaning or intention behind an action, process, or system.
Examples:
Philosophical telos. Ultimate telos. The telos of a democracy is to ensure equal representation and protect the rights of its citizens.
Permission.
Consent or authorization given by someone in authority or by the owner of something, allowing someone to do something or allowing something to occur.
Examples:
Grant permission. Permission for permanent residence. I asked my boss for permission to leave early for a doctor's appointment.
Grim.
Looking or sounding very serious or gloomy.
Examples:
Grim reality. A grim-featured man. The result presented a grim picture of inefficiency and corruption.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Engaging.
Attracting, pleasant, or charming.
Examples:
Engaging story. An engaging smile. She was disbarred for her engaging in fraud.
Satisfy.
To make somebody pleased by giving them what they want or need.
Examples:
Satisfy a desire. Satisfy a user's needs. Did this response satisfy your request?
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Spouse.
A person's husband, wife, or partner in marriage.
Examples:
Spouse tax deduction. Spouse visa. The spouse of the politician was a constant presence at campaign events.
Substitute.
A person or thing acting or serving instead of another one. Verb, to act as a something or someone instead of another one.
Examples:
Substitute coffee. Substitute teacher. I substitute skim milk for regular milk because we are on a strict diet.
Heroic.
Courageous and daring, having or displaying qualities appropriate for legendary figures, that is, courage and daring.
Examples:
A heroic poem. Heroic explorers. The heroic actions of individuals are now easily spread worldwide by SNS.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
Small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.